Good morning and welcome to the channel on the first day of May 2026, which is a Friday. Today something slightly different. There is a new conflict, or possibly an extension of a existing conflict that is going in a country called Mali. Most of you don't know where it is. It's an African country. And I just want to let you know what is happening there at the moment. Mali is experiencing its most serious security and political crisis in years. So let's have a look at the security situation. There are coordinated attacks and state vulnerability. On the 25th and 26th of April, Mali was hit simultaneously. Highly coordinated attacks on military bases in Bamako, Kati, Sévaré, Mopti, Gao and Kidal. Defence Manager Saudio Kamara was killed during the assault. The Al-Qaeda-linked group claimed responsibility for attacks on Kati, Bamako Airport and northern towns. Tuareg rebels also claim the military claims to have killed several hundred attackers, but the real toll is unclear. Gunfire near Russia-Africa Corps positions at Bamako Airport, which is the capital of Mali, highlights the international dimension of the conflict. Trends. Attacks are becoming more coordinated, multi-site and tactically sophisticated, making them harder for the Malian army to counter. The political landscape is an entrenched military rule. Mali remains under military rule following coups in 2020 and 2021. The junta has banned political parties, jailed opposition figures and extended Assimi Goïta's rule until 2030 without elections. This is the main cause of why they're being attacked. All key state institutions, the presidency, the premiership, transitional legislature are controlled by military officers. Relations with ECOWAS collapsed, and Mali withdrew alongside Burkina Faso and Niger to form the Alliance of Sahel States. The result, Mali is increasingly isolated diplomatically with weakened checks on power and no clear path back to civilian rule. There are several jihadist groups and rebels in there. They continue to expand their influence, especially in central and northern Mali. Jihadists target economic infrastructure, roads and convoys to undermine. Tuareg, which is a tribal group, separatists have re-emerged and were participating in the April attacks. The international involvement and shifting alliances, the Wagner Group, which is a group from Russia, mercenaries, they withdrew in 2025 and they were replaced by Russia's Africa Corps, now active around Bamako Airport. Relations with France, ECOWAS and the UN have deteriorated sharply. Tensions are also with Algeria, and they escalated after a drone incident, leading Algiers to close its airspace to Mali. Humanitarian crisis, here we go again. Over 737,000 Malians displaced by late 2025. 7.1 million people required humanitarian assistance in 2024, with conditions worsening due to conflict and climate pressures. Food security is absolutely acute in rural areas where the jihadists block the supply routes. In summary, Mali is facing a multi-front crisis, a resurgent jihadist threat capable of striking the capital, a military regime consolidating power and suppressing dissent, international isolation and reliance on Russia, and a deepening humanitarian emergency with millions in need. So it's another African state that is basically going down the pan. I believe that all these rebel groups in the very near future will take over the government. I don't think the army can maintain a sustained defence. And although Russia has its Africa Corps there, they will not have a lot of support from Russia because all of Russia's resources are going at this moment in time to the Ukraine. Thank you for listening this morning. Talk to you again tomorrow.